Dave here, JTO. Got a great video for you here real quick. This is a Duke 1 3/4 trap modification. Okay, so when you order your traps, they're going to come in the mail just like this. It's going to be a J hook anchored to the side of the base plate, and then it's going to have a half a swivel on the end. So basically, this little J hook goes through this little D loop, and then you attach another J hook on the other end, and that will have your swivel. But they don't send you that. You could use a little 10 penny or 20 penny nail and bend it to make you a hook to go through there, or you can just buy them. They're fairly inexpensive. This is just an inexpensive way to upgrade your traps. You could change the chain to put a stronger chain on there, but it depends on what you're trapping, if that's your need. So then, what I did was started brainstorming. All right, so I took this J hook off of that end anchor point, and then I moved it to the center anchor point. At a later time, I'm actually going to put a D-ring and weld on a base plate to thicken that, so it won't be so thin. So I took it off of that anchor point, and there's already a pre-drilled hole there to make your anchor point more towards the center. So that will give you more of almost a D-ring effect. Okay. So it's gonna put the weight at which they're pulling, it's gonna put it more towards the center. It's not exactly on the center. A D-ring will be the best thing, but it's gonna be better than having it on the corner. Okay, and just to say, these traps, obviously you can see that they're rusted over, but they haven't been dipped or waxed yet, so I wouldn't be touching them. So from that point on, so I'm going to be waxing or dipping them here shortly, and then waxing them afterwards. So okay, moving on. I basically opened up that loop and took my chain, put it back on, and then when I came down to this little J hook again, I took it out of its loop. Okay, set that to the side. I opened this up just enough that not to weaken the metal, but just enough that I can get my swivel point on there. This is a swivel that you can buy from your local Wally World. You can go to Home Depot, whatever you want. That's your case. It's about $1.75, something like that. It will probably be cheaper if you can even buy the swivels. They probably can get them cheaper, but in a pinch, if you need to, a frugal way, this will very much work. You just kind of open that little D loop, slip it around there, and close it back up. Put your J hook back in, and you now have another double swivel point. Okay, it's swiveling right here, then it's swiveling right there. That's gonna definitely loosen the tension on the chain, so they can't get that chain wound up and bend it open. So then I decided to go ahead and put a closing link on here that I can't remember the name for this little thing, but anyways, it's a chain link, and that's gonna attach to my pogo ground anchors. So I rather go with the earth anchor, something that I can make pretty inexpensively, and then leave it there. You can also make these little D loops by taking some mild steel and drilling your holes, and then bending them over, and take some 10 penny or 20 penny nails and make your swivels. So you can make your swivels pretty inexpensively too, but this works for my needs. So all I have to do is close these up and have them where they're not giving. There we go. And see, some people say, oh, you need to replace that after you bend it. No, not really. It took a lot of force to close that. Now, so I'm not going to close this one up because I'm going to end up putting a D-ring on the bottom and welding that on there. And that's going to be a little bit better than having that anchor point right there. But that's some quick tips on how to adjust your traps really quick. Your Duke 1 3/4 and or 2s you can do. This will work on all the way up to 4s. Those are huge traps. This will work very well, and you can upgrade the chain. Eventually, I will do that. I'm just gonna fill around with them a little bit and then get there. Next thing we're gonna be doing is night latching. All right, so keep watching my videos. Got those coming up. JTO out.